Hello everyone, I am Amar and you're listening to second episode of the Stoic Human Podcast. Today I want to talk about discipline and how it is changing my life. I was a straight A student until I started pursuing my bachelor's degree in computer science. That smell of freedom that you get in college was very intoxicating. No more nagging from parents. College professor wouldn't really bother as much as school teachers, and a completely new paradigm of social interactions. Initially, I would learn new things and work on personal projects because of inertia of regularly studying in school, but it wouldn't last for long. From first exams onward, if I had an exam on, let's say, Friday at 2 p.m., I would start preparing for that exam on Friday at 10 a.m. Let's put it this way, that I just didn't fail in any exam during college, but that's it. Most students would tease and make fun of those who were getting good grades in college. And I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of doing that, but how weird are we? Why is that even normal to do? Anyway, I ended up graduating with 6.5 out of 10 GPA, which is quite pathetic. Well, I can't change them now, but I'm really grateful for the turning point that I encountered during final year. Now, let me tell you about the turning point that I'm talking about. After my third internship, which was during summers, soon after the third year of my college, I got an option from the company to continue with them as a part-time intern during the fourth year of my college. 4 months into the internship, I was observing the colleagues and people I networked with who were working at that time. One thing common in almost all of them was that they hated Mondays and loved Fridays. And they were stuck in this cycle of cribbing about that. I thought, I won't live my life just for the weekends. I didn't want to be that common workforce robot who on every weekday wakes, works all day, and then goes to sleep. And after that, they might try to enjoy the weekends. So I made a small change in my daily routine. Instead of going to sleep at late at night or early morning, I would try to regularly go to bed by 11 p.m. and wake up at 6:30 a.m. And if I have to do anything, whether it is something productive or playing video games or even just burning time on social media, I would do that in 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. slot. And this small change has been a game changer for me. I know that doesn't even sound like a game changer, but hear me out. Initially, I burned that time on YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, and other social media platforms. In next few weeks, God of War 2018 launched and I bought it day one. I used to love to play video games, but because I had gotten complacent with my procrastination-laden lifestyle, I didn't play any video game in a long time. So I forced myself and started playing God of War during that time slot. And I completed a single-player video game in a long while. And then Spider-Man, and soon after the Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, all in the same year, which felt amazing. But even a 10-year-old can tell that there is still nothing that seems to be positively changing life at all by that small change. But wait, there's more to it. Later that year, when Flutter 1.0 launched, I wanted to learn it. For those who don't know, Flutter is a hybrid software development framework to develop apps for iOS, Android, and more. Anyway, so with utmost discipline, I started to learn and create apps using Flutter. Well, in 1 month, I built an iOS and an Android app for the company which I was working for using Flutter. Great, I know. In April 2019, I hit the gym for the first time in 22 years of my life. Yes, I didn't see a gym until that time. I joined only for 1 month at first just to test out the waters and to assess whether I'll be able to include it in my daily schedule. Well, to accommodate it, I started sleeping at 10 p.m., waking up at 5:30 a.m. and started arriving at gym by 6:15 a.m. It's been a year and I've been disciplined and going to the nearest gold gym and working out for 50 to 70 minutes 6 days a week. During lockdown, I have been doing bodyweight workouts at home. But anyway, that marked the beginning of my self improvement and mental health journey, which is a lot to talk about currently in this podcast episode. Now you're thinking that you can't go to gym 6 days a week. It's just too much for you. Maybe you don't even like to play video games or you don't want to learn a programming framework. I mean, that doesn't fit into your lifestyle. Well, stay tuned because next week I'll tell you the secret sauce to make yourself to do anything that you think is right for you, and you how not to let yourself to slip into the procrastination hole. Well, that's it for this week. I would love it if you could follow this podcast because there's amazing content coming in your way every Friday. And check out our written content on stoichuman.com. Bye, stay safe.